The Labour Minister says billions of rand have been paid out to companies to help employees. But Thulas Nxesi admits that the Unemployment Insurance Fund is going to be severely tested. He also anticipates there will be greater reliance on the state to deal with employment insecurity. Let's get an update on the status of UIF payments. I'm joined now by the Commissioner, Teboho Maruping. Commissioner, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let's just start there with the numbers. How much has been paid out so far to how many companies?
Good morning, Tony and the viewers. I can confirm this morning we've paid 9.4 billion rands to 123,000 companies. And this has gone to 1.6 million employees to date. This is just for COVID-19 only. And I'm not also talking about our normal benefits, where we've paid about 1.3 billion rands for 123,000 employees.
Now, some people, it's been reported, as saying that after years of contributing to the UIF, they're only receiving pittances. There are reports of a gentleman with his business with 8 employees saying he only got 75 cents for one of his employees. Are there discrepancies? Are there problems that you are facing at the moment?
No. You see, we do our calculations based on what we've received from the employer. If the employer says to us, for this month, I've paid 5,000 rands for the employee who earns 5.5. Our calculation, of course, will give you 70 cents. And I think that's the issue that we need to address with the employer, that he needs to fix what he submitted to us, because that's what we use to calculate.
Okay, so it's based on what the employer has been submitting all along. And also, how can employees check if the employer has received funding? I'm talking about the one or two maybe dishonest employees.
Yes, we've upgraded our online portal such that there's a list of all the companies that you've paid. So you can pull out the list and you can see your company. Or if you have your company's UIF reference number, you can also go to the status tab and put the UIF reference number of the company. It will show you how much you've paid for the company and when and the date that you've paid. I think by next week, Monday, we are going to introduce an additional tab where you will see your own amount paid to you as an individual.
Please talk to me about the 2 temporary layoff options that you have as well.
Okay, we have the one which is the COVID-19 temporary employee relief scheme. This is only related to the lockdown. Then we have the additional temporary employee relief scheme, which is now used for companies that are in distress, that have a turnaround plan, and they foresee the company turning around in the next 12 months. In those instances, we assist the company with the salary relief and also turnaround solutions. Plus, at some instances, we also assist you with the training program, should a need arise that you need to retrain your employees into a new business model.
Are you taking into account the fact that we are moving up the scale in terms of we're now at level 4? If we get into level 3, employers may not be able to come to you and say, I want this, that. Do you take this into account, the different levels?
Yeah, our assumption is that the COVID lockdown could last up to 6 months, 12 months. And we have planned for each level of the lockdown. For example, for a fully fledged lockdown, we had set aside 40 billion rands for up to 3 months. Then after 3 months, we are going to take a different direction depending on what the president and the ministers decide the steps to take after that.
So what if the actual pandemic itself outlasts your funds? So a lot of these relief programs that we have at the present moment, because that is also a possibility. Have you planned for that at all?
Our approach is if after 3 months the pandemic continues at the rate at which we are sitting now, we are constantly asking our actuarial analysis to give us a review every week, just to give us a sense of which direction the country is going, the economic condition in the country and the world, and advise us on which direction to take. And at this stage, we should be able to last for at least 12 months by turning into another benefit type that can enable us to pay the employees at least for another 12 months.
Okay, well, at least that's good news there. Thank you so much, Commissioner Teboho Maruping, who is the Commissioner for the Unemployment Insurance Fund.